Humbled to be here on episode 24 of Holistic Anime. Right now, I just want to kind of get straight to it. This day has been full of more, speaking for about the last 3 days of my anime journey, right? Not indulging in any anime. Now, do I go on social media, the internet, and look up certain anime facts? Sure. Does it come across my feeds? Because that is inevitably and clear as day what I follow on the internet. Yes. But in terms of indulging in any shows per se, I just want to make that very clear. If I'm not indulging in any shows, it's highly likely that I am watching clips of anime or indulging in media that are anime related, right? So today, I've kind of been on the same tip, right? As the last 3 days, the same wave. I've been, as it relates to the whole, talking about what I'm about to speak of. Anime is one part to the whole of who I am, right? So it's essentially a piece of who I am, but a very critical piece of who I am, right? And how I express myself to the world, because it is something I love. And outside of anime, I absolutely know who I am, and I am loved, right? I am whole, I am loved, I love, I indulge and embody myself in everything that has to do with love, right? And anime in my life is a part to that whole. And I don't want to say, just to be very, very frank with you, that if anime wasn't in my life, I would be distraught or I would be confused. But based on my relationship with anime and the consciousness it has brought me, and the self-awareness it has brought me, and the sheer alignment of just unexplainable moments in time that are embedded in my memory, my consciousness, right? It's safe to say that in my expression of who I am to the world, anime is a large part of that, which is why, to be truthful with you all, I hold it very sacred and near and dear to my heart and my spirit, right? But over the last 3 days, I have been indulging in anime outside of shows, letting my mind rest and give it space. Like I gave you an example of how to keep a fire alive and burning strong. Last episode, giving space and filling my mind, body, heart, and spirit with other things that I love to indulge in and that I love just as much as anime. Things that are just as important to the whole of who I am and how I express myself to the world. And just to be mindful of how I'm speaking, I'm using anime and the things that I love as the word expression to the whole, right? Because there's parts of myself that, to be truthful, I don't share with the world. That is private, right? Like everyone has their own little world or private life that they don't share. You can use that as an example of what I mean when I say things that I keep private, that I don't use as an expression of who I am to the world, but are just organically and naturally me, away from the things I love, right? And the thought that just crossed my mind is that the things that I love, I can completely and absolutely just as much as anime, just like anime, I can keep private and I can protect, quote unquote, those things um, away from you all and the world. And with this show and with anything I love, the way I view things that I do love and the way to sustain love is not to keep things in the dark, which if I did keep anime away from you guys, the way my perspective of anime is and the way I share it with the world is, and keep it in that private sector of my life, I don't believe that would be doing justice and be dutiful and do service to the world and to you guys. I don't believe that would be a true expression of love, right? Because, like I mentioned, to sustain love to me is to share it and to embody it, right? And I have that in my private sector of my life, which I keep private, but there's also a balance and a duty to share love. And if you really are an endearing and loving person and you believe that's who you are, right? To share the things you love that make you a unique individual. Because just like I mentioned that anime is a part of the whole to me, you as a person and the things you love that make you a unique individual are a part to the whole of society and the world. And to finish off that message is that what you are and who you embody as a unique individual, and to share the things you love is a part of living a happy and dutiful life, right? In regards to the rest of the world. Now, am I telling you what to do with what you love? Telling you who to be, what to keep public, what to keep private? No, not at all, right? I am just an example from one man's perspective of what I view as true love. And with anime, I love it. And with my private life, I love it just as much. And to be completely honest, much more than I love most things, right? Because it's a conscious decision of not my expression of who I am, but simply, and the truth is very complicated, in a complicated verse of who I am, the simplicity in it that I find is why I keep it private, and which is why I find an even balance to share the things that I love, like anime, um, with you guys, and will continue to do so forever. Um, my perspective and my expression to the world. Um, and that was a long-winded statement, but it was made, right? Um, and to touch just a little bit on what I did today is um, I indulged in a movie, and a little bit about me in movies is if I really love a movie, and I'll continue to use the word love like it's the only word in my vocabulary, like if it was the last word I can speak on the tip of my tongue, and the last thing on my mind, right? But with things I love, like if I love a movie, like I found I love today, right? I can watch that movie over and over again. And on the days that I'm not indulging in the shows of anime that um, I am very, very picky and choosy about what I watch in the anime realm or consider to watch in the anime realm, based on the art and the taste of the anime and the taste and the art that I have within myself. Um, I um, watch media, right? I indulge in only things I love. And with movies, it's just like that. I only watch things that I love over and over again, unless once in a blue moon, something comes across my radar in life, in movies, that or media that I take note in the back of my mind, and if it feels right in my spirit, right, I'll indulge in my own free time and give it the time of day. But that's simply just who I am. And today, I did that. I watched a movie. I watched some interviews with people I admire from afar. Um, and I gave anime some space to breathe. Um, but yeah, this is episode 24 of Holistic Anime.